All right, hello everyone. Thanks for joining me on another show. Uh, Today we have a special guest. A lot of our regular people that joins our live chat knows him pretty well. It's Kone Travel Vlog. He's just sitting in the background right now. I will be bringing him in very shortly. Before we start everything, I just want to give a quick start. I'd like to start with some news that interests me when it comes to travel. So as a starter, I want to talk to you guys about this bad boy here. So apparently it's the last A380 just rolled off the production line, and we may not, well, we'll see them still flying around, but they won't be producing too many of these, producing them anymore, period. So I had the luck to fly in this, I think 2015 to Dubai, and I had a camera and I wanted to record everything, but then as soon as I walked into the plane, I got so shy, I turned off my camera, put it in my pocket. So I don't have a single footage to talk about this. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Next thing I want to do here very quickly is also give some shout out. So we do have some very good friends that support each other. I say this all the time about anyone doing YouTube, how important it is for people to support each other. So here are some, not all. There are way too many of them, but I'm going to try to see if I can get 5 or 6 of them introduced on every show. By the end of the show, their channel will be in the description field, but if you want to go ahead early and look at it, you can go into the homepage of my channel. On the right hand side, you'll see all the channels that I support. So take some time, take a look. Everybody have very interesting content to share. So I'm going to start with my first one. They were, I believe, my second guest to join the show, and that is Artie's Life, a couple that lives in California. They had a very good interaction with us on I think last Friday. I'm glad her subscribers count is going up. Her last video was about the Amazon store. So when you get a chance, do check her out. That's first one. And second one I want to talk about is, who do I have as my second one? So my second one, let's go to Tokyo Smith. Another great guy, awesome videos. You have his his YouTube name and also his Instagram handle at the bottom. Feel free to connect. I love his driving videos and all the other stuff that he puts in. Next one is, let's go to this guy who loves to cook, and he showcases some pretty cool stuff. He's with us right now, I believe. I don't know if he's still with us, but I saw his hi earlier. So he does some crazy stuff, mainly cooking, but then he's also now introducing some products line and whatnot. He's from Malaysia. Love watching this guy's cooking. It really gets me going. Again, he doesn't have an Instagram, but you have his YouTube page. You guys can go and check it out, and he's here listening in. So sir, please go sign up for an Instagram account, and if you do have one, let me know and I'll be happy to update this for the next one. Moving on to another guy here, Nomad Honda. Guy lives in Ontario, travels all over. He has some sick plan to travel the country but he's just holding back because of COVID-19. You got his Instagram handle here, YouTube channel. Check him out. He's been quite in the last week. I have a funny feeling he's somewhere either traveling or doing something crazy. So we should be able to see his crazy videos coming out anytime. Next one is another favorite of mine. He was the first guy to join the show. Didn't hesitate a bit. We went through some audio issues and he survived all that with us. It is none other than Autour du Monde. They have their last episode that came out 2 or 3 days ago. Sick as always. I had fun watching it. You guys should too. Good thing is you'll hear a mix of English and French. It's quite interesting to watch. And moving on from Autour du Monde, let's go with Sundays with Heart. These guys are amazing. I love their show. They have like a special topic, I would say almost every day. So Wednesdays they have a special theme. Tuesday they have a special theme. So if you actually go and watch it, it's pretty hilarious. So check them out. I saw their last episode. I found it to be hilarious. I haven't quite finished watching it, but I found that to be extremely funny. My next one is, who will this be? I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. I prepared a bunch. So Autour du Monde, we talked about it. Kone, he's with me. He'll be joining shortly. We did the cooking guy. Arti, Tokyo Smith, Dakora. Yeah, I think I covered everybody. I have one more slide that I have it prepared, but I asked them for permission to see if they were okay with it. I don't see why someone would say no to it, but I just wanted to make sure, I don't miss it. So next time I will definitely, as soon as I get the permission from them, I'll share it. Now let's go to the main guy, who is awesome. You all know it. He is actually starting to chat with us. So I gotta do some few stuff here before I bring him in. So Mr. Kone, sorry guys, so I'm flipping through a bunch of backgrounds and stuff, so I want to make sure we see his background. Okay, Kone, so that's his channel. 237 subscribers, pretty sick editing, and I'll bring him on board right now. So just give me 30 seconds. Where is his camera? Kone, here's your camera. He's on. Let me just make sure I put his mic on. Kone Skype, mic is on. All right, we're in business, Mr. Kone. Thank you for joining my show. How are you?
Hey, Nathan. I'm fine. How about you?
Doing well, sir.
It's Friday. It's Friday night. It's an awesome day we had today.
Good weather.
Good weather, yeah. Can you guys hear me good?
I can see you very clearly. No problem. Let's ask. We have 6 folks here, guys. I may not participate in the chat too much, but for those who are with us, do let us know if you experience any problem. But you have him right now. I can see him clearly. I just hope everybody else can too. So just let us know if you guys can see him clearly. I see Mr. Logan Stevie's on, and
so how's everybody tonight?
This crowd, you guys
I'm so excited to be on Travel and Life podcast.
Awesome. We got confirmation. Now, when I came up with this idea of doing this show, one of the first person to say, yeah, give it a shot was you. I wanted to bring you first, but I know we went through some craziness before you joined us. So thank you for spending your Friday with me and the rest of the gang here.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad I can join today and answer some of you guys' questions.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be some quite interesting few points that we're gonna cover. So, and I told you earlier. So just before the show, me and him were kind of testing everything to make sure. And I was saying, I'm gonna ask you this, this, this. I actually wrote down, guys, for the first time ever. I actually wrote down because I don't want to goof this up because we got Kone. But I told him that we're not gonna make this formal, right? We're gonna try to chill and
This is just for fun, man. This is not a job interview, so
yeah. The idea is to hang out and obviously get to know everybody here and learn more about the craziness that we do. So
and one thing I hope is my internet is not cutting out. It happened before here. I don't know why, but the router just crapped out on me and I had to reboot it. So I hope it's going to stay stable. I have a very fast internet here, but usually it doesn't happen to me often.
but it's pure luck. So Friday, was it Friday or I keep forgetting. Anyways, last show I was having trouble with the RV couple. Again, problem with the internet. But I think last week was my issue also. But this week at 8:40, right in the middle of us testing, I lose him, and my heart starts racing. I'm like, what if he doesn't join? Do I have anything to talk about? I'm like, you know what? I'll go back to my default. We'll do some editing live. So luckily he sorted things out and he's with us now.
I'm a tech guy, right? So I should know how to fix those shit. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't swear on camera.
I think shit is acceptable. I see people swear even worse than this. So hey, something caught my attraction, which we didn't talk about, is your background. So it looks like you got some new footage or something.
Oh yeah, today was an awesome day. Usually September already, but this year not a single bit. We had today about 22 degrees, beautiful blue sky, and I just say, okay, since I'm not working today, let's go and shoot some fall videos. And as you can see in the background, lots of trees are turning golden red. It's some of the trees are like a rainbow colors. It's just amazing.
I can already tell whatever you're doing there in the slow-mo is pretty awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab some leaf, throw it in the air, and with slow-mo it should it should look like I'm standing under a rain of leaves.
No,
let's see if that works out.
And this is your cell phone camera, or is this a GoPro? Oh no, you returned the GoPro, you said.
Oh, I returned the GoPro already. So I think I'm getting used to using my cell phone. It's easier for me to frame shots and look at it and delete stuff right away. On the GoPro, you record straight and you don't know what you shot. You just pray that was an awesome shot. Otherwise, you have to go back.
Yeah, I think once you're comfortable with if you're used to having your cell phone, I think you want to stick to that. And I think the same thing goes for anything, right? If you use it often enough, you definitely want to continue to using that. But I like this. The quality is great, so I think you have a great phone there. Okay, shall we get a little formal now and start asking you some typical interview questions and see how you do it?
Sure.
So first question that I have written down here is, I don't know if you were born, but I know you lived in Austria, the most beautiful country in the world, in my opinion, especially the part where Hallstatt. So tell me I don't know, if you spent 10 years, 15 years, talk to me about Austria. I'm eager to hear that.
Okay, I guess I have to go way, way back to the beginning when the Vietnam War started. You guys remember the Vietnam started with, around in the 70s to 1977, around that time. Laos, where I was born, was a neutral country.
Right.
They didn't want to get involved, but the Americans didn't thought so. So if you can Google CIA secret wars, the CIA moved a lot of money and weapon into Laos and paid the people of Laos to start what is it, guerrilla war, they call it, and that's why our country got pulled into the Vietnam War. And also the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the famous Ho Chi Minh Trail, went through Laos, so the American bombed our country till there was no more country, I guess. Till today, there are almost 15 million unexploded bombs in Laos. So
Did you say 50 million?
and mines. 15 million bombs are still in Laos, not exploded yet. So you can say 50% of the whole country you cannot go because there are still lots of active bombs.
Wow, that's
I learned when I was there in 1994. I stayed there for 1 year. My uncle still lives there. Yeah,
that
that country, right, got pulled into the war, and because of the Americans, you can say the government changed to ask for the communists from Russia to help them, right? And so the whole country turned communist. And my parents were actually wealthy, and they rounded up all the wealthy people,
Right.
put them into concentration camp, and you never see them again. So my parents had no choice than to flee overnight, crossing the Mekong River on a tiny boat.
Wow.
I spent probably 1 year in a refugee camp in Thailand. I still remember a little bit about that. I was probably 4 years old, and then my dad, he had some connections, right? He opened a bank account in Los Angeles already.
He was rich.
Everything
right?
was set up for us to go. It was all set up for us to go to US. But that day that he tried to get his visa and paper, everything changed. Everything was canceled, right? And so he went on a boat to. He had another, let's say, another way to go to Australia. We had relatives in Australia,
Right.
so he went on a boat. That boat got stuck 6 months on sea with no help, nothing. They just survived by fishing. And then the Catholic Church, the Caritas, they found them and they picked them up in Singapore. They asked them, where you want to go? And my dad said, Australia.
Right.
But somehow his English wasn't that great. We ended up in Austria instead.
Are you serious? I shouldn't laugh, but okay.
See, no, you see, the thing is, he was expecting, when getting out of the plane, seeing kangaroos, but he saw snow instead. So that's why there's the term, there's no kangaroos in Austria. So this is how we ended in Austria.
Wow. And sorry, and you said you were 4 or 5, right? When you landed there.
I was 4, 5. Yeah, when we landed in Austria, I was 5. Didn't speak a single German, but I had an awesome kindergarten teacher. She used those what they call picture, those games where memory games, right? Where you turn over the pictures,
Right.
To match it. And she used that to teach me all the German words. And within 6 months, I spoke fluent German.
Wow. So you speak German. See, I didn't know about that. Before you continue
Well,
on,
I mean, hey, come on.
I don't know that.
I grew up in Austria. What German do they speak?
Oh gosh, I should get my geography and see. I didn't even know you had a Instagram handle. That's because I don't read the descriptions. When you said, "Oh, check it," I was like, "What?" Anyways, I want you to talk more about Austria, but before we continue, I just want to say everybody that joined us today, who are with us, thank you for joining. Please don't forget the thumbs up And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And as you can see on the screen, today's star is Kone. So we're gonna be talking quite a bit about his stuff. So I got his Twitter handle. I keep saying Twitter. I think I have an obsession with Twitter, even though I don't use Twitter that much. I have his Instagram handle, and then you guys can look him up by Kone Travel Vlog. I'm just gonna show you his background. Just give me. Oh no. Kone show background. Anyways, if you guys just type it up, Kone Travel Vlog, you'll see his background with his hands up in the air. That's him. So don't forget to follow us, guys. It doesn't cost any money to follow somebody, to support somebody, and to watch the videos. I hope a lot of you.
Can I interrupt you a little bit here?
Absolutely.
Do not subscribe before you watch a video, because it will not count. That's what I found out recently, and I tested it out yesterday, last night, and I also did it the right way, watching videos first and then subscribe, and that works like a charm.
Now, guys, this is a hot topic, okay? I think you and I probably going to spend over an hour talking about this, so that's why I want to kind of move to the end, but he is absolutely right. If you guys like what you see, please ensure to watch at least 1 or 2 videos full length if you can, or as much as you can, before you hit the subscribe. And then, like I said, later part of the show, we will definitely talk more in depth about that. Kone, you're okay with that, right?
Yeah, of course.
I want to come back to.
We all want to grow right here, and doing it the right way, and the only way, I think.
I agree with you 100%. And any visibility is good visibility, and any support will be appreciated. So sometimes you may think, oh, I'm just one person, but trust me, even one subscriber matters, because we're all in this together. I feel like it's a battle, especially in the last 2 weeks. So we'll come back to that. I think Kone has a lot of knowledge that he's going to share with us regarding that. Kone, so coming back to Austria, so you were 5 years old. Walk me through, how was Austria for you? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
It's one thing to travel there as a tourist and experience all those nice things. It's another thing to live there and experience all the discrimination against you, because you are the only Asian in the whole freaking town.
Ooh, okay.
So racism in Austria is openly shown, especially in small towns that I grew up. Especially the teachers did it openly to me when I went to school. Every single day, every single time. When I think about it, wait a moment. That really happened to me when I grew up over there.
Wow.
Compared to what we're doing here, I mean, that's nothing. Racism? Nah. You should have seen what I have experienced over there.
It's very powerful when you say that.
Also when you grow up, right? You become a teenager. You're going out with your friends are all Caucasian. There's not many Asian in Austria at that time, maybe 500 people. And we had a gathering every year for New Year or Christmas. And yeah, those were all 500 for the whole country. There weren't too many Asian people in Austria at that time.
500.
And when you grow up, right, your friends are all Caucasian. They're all white. You go out with them. You want to go to a club, to a bar? No. You won't even get into the bar or club because they say, oh, you're not white. Stay out. You can't go in. Even you come with all your friends, you won't get in. It was my experience at that time.
Wow. That's
So
go ahead.
going to the next question, why did I move to Canada?
Perfect. Yeah, I was going to ask you, so go for it.
I mean, for me, it was obvious, right? Racism was one strong thing that drove me away from Austria.
Okay.
Because even you work the hardest, you work 200, 300%, you will never move up the ladder. You always stay at the bottom. So I had a good job over there. That's for sure. I was building computers, got good pay for it, but I would never move up to the next level. I would always be at the bottom.
Well,
there are pros and cons, right, for both countries. Here, I'm treated like a human here in Canada. When I first came to Canada in '97, you could feel everybody's friendly. Everybody treats you like a real human. Over there, no. Even you were waiting in line to pay something, there's a white guy behind you. Oh, he's getting next in line. This is what I experienced over there.
Well, listen, I came here, I think I was 9 years old, 9 or 10, and I lived in Quebec. I can sort of relate some of the stuff similar to you when I was a kid growing up. And same with me. The first time I stepped into Ontario, I literally felt like I was in a different world. And I remember calling my parents and telling them that, hey, I'm not coming back to Quebec. I'm staying. And this has been over 15 plus years now, and I'm here. I'm never going back to Quebec. Doesn't mean I don't like Quebec. I still have families and stuff. We go, but I can relate to what you said. Maybe because yours was a little bit further back, it could have been different. But thank you for sharing that. See, I wasn't prepared to hear this. But
yes, I'm full of surprise, man. I'm full of surprise.
No, that's another reason why you guys should subscribe.
I'm not bashing about Austria. Austria is a beautiful country. It has the best social system in the world. 6 weeks paid sick leave right from the get-go. You have 5 weeks paid holiday right from the get-go. You start working the first week in a company, you are entitled to 5 weeks of paid vacation.
Yeah, you don't get that here.
Then every June, every December, you get double pay. That's not from the company. It's coming from the government. So every June, you had money to go travel. That's why when I was in Austria, I traveled a lot. I went to so many countries before I even reached 22. So yeah, that was one of the bonuses to be in Austria.
Well,
also, education is free, right? I got my university degree without paying a penny because it's free.
Well, there's a lot of stuff to be thankful for too. Before I forget, so you moved here, and I have it written on here that you met your wife. So you wanna elaborate on that?
Okay, through all my travels around the world, to let you know, because my family, my uncles and aunties, they are all spread all over the world, right? Because of that refugee thingy in the past. So everybody, I have uncles in France, in Australia, Hong Kong, Canada. I have a cousin in the in Los Angeles. You can say, even in South Africa, auntie in Taiwan. Some cousins are all over the world, so that's why I could travel that much at that time. Yeah. And in '97, I said, okay, let's go visit my auntie here in Edmonton, Canada. So I flew over here, and my best friend's cousin is now my wife.
Wow. So you came, you met her, and that's it. You decided that I'm staying here.
That's one of the reasons. I mean, I always like the Canadian people a lot.
We're pretty friendly, aren't we?
Oh yeah, always saying sorry, even they're not.
All right, bud, I get it. Um, Coming back a little bit to Europe. So, because you grew up in Austria, I'm pretty sure you got a chance to travel quite a bit within I was going to say Austria, within Europe. Do you want to give me a few countries that you've been to
Yes,
in
I mean, okay. I've been to Germany. Is only a 30-minute drive away. At that time, it was Czechoslovakia. It was only 30 minutes away.
right?
Hung Italy is only about three hours away. Switzerland about 4 hours, and sometimes I would visit my uncle in France. That's about 7 hours to drive. Yeah, I've been around in Europe a lot.
So all these places within driving distance.
Driving is easy. It's very easy to get around, especially when you go through the German autobahn and going 300 with your what is it, that Beetle Volkswagen.
Yeah. And I'm going to stop you right there. So we have Loving Life hitched up there with us here. And I don't know if you read it. They're like, it's so nice to get to know you better. Very interesting stories. So, guys, thanks for joining us. It's we really appreciate. We talk a lot about travel on YouTube.
Thanks, Loving Life Hitch Up. Thanks for the shout out here. Thanks for joining us. I'm more than happy to tell my life story here, but it would take more than 10 hours.
I'm happy to host you for 10 hours. By the way, guys, we're all in the same community. We follow each other. We love watching when you release a new video. So get to know everybody. If you go to my main page on the right hand side, I put in all the channels that I support. So Loving Life Hitched Up, Kone, and many others. So take the time to watch these videos. And I said it at the beginning of the show, giving a like, following somebody on Instagram, following their Facebook page, putting a few likes here and there does not cost money. On last Friday we had Artie's Life. As soon as the show ended, I noticed how Kone went to Artie's Facebook page and shared one of our videos on his page. So this all just helping each other, right? We get to know each other and we also grow together. So I see a lot of people saying hi to each other. Get to know, talk among yourself. And we also have Kone, who's our special guest, and I'm really starting to feel comfortable saying this is a show. I don't know why I say that, but anyways, I went from doing 5 days a week, 2 hours. I knew it was going to be impossible. If you can see on the top of the screen, I said it's going to be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. For now, we'll.
And when do you have time to edit your videos if you do it 3 times a week?
Great question. I have not done a video edit in I think in over a week now. I think my last video was at Tabasco Falls. I haven't done anything after, and I'm going out again tomorrow to shoot more videos. So I think I gotta slow down and take it easy here.
I see Tokyo Smith asking me. He didn't know that I speak German. To cut on those topics, I not only speak German, I speak Lao, I speak Thai, I speak Chinese, 3 different languages of Chinese. I learned French in school, and English is my last language.
Okay, so here I am thinking that I'm the one who speaks the most languages. You just blew me out of the water. Okay. And like you said, English is my last language too. My second one would be the French. So, okay. You're really a master of many things. Normally I do a sales pitch in between, guys, so I'll quickly get it done. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe the channel and support. Give me a thumbs up, and always don't forget to check out other people's channels. Important. I'll update the links at the end of the show. Kone, before I kind of forget and drift away, part of my notes here, you mentioned Spain and Germany, Italy, amongst the countries that you've been to. I want to hear your experience about Spain. I never been to Spain. Spain is on my list. Me and my wife, we want to go spend just exploring entire Spain. So what can you tell me about Spain? And if you remember, when did you go there?
Okay, Spain. That was like what, 1991. 18 years old. You know, when you're 18 years old and you just finish high school, what are you going to do?
You gonna party?
It was a school trip, kind of 1 week, going to Ibiza. It's an island in Spain.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is a very famous island for parties, right? And that's all what we did: party, 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 and drinking, and all the fun that you can have. That's all I can remember from Spain.
Hey, you're young. Why not? Especially an 18-year-old. I think any 18-year-old would go out and party.
I mean, when you grow up in Europe, it's really fun because drinking age is 16, right, over there. And the first thing when you turn 16, what are the teachers doing? They bring the whole class. They're bringing the whole classroom to Oktoberfest in Munich.
Oh, I wish
you
they
can
did that
imagine
here.
what happened, right? You can imagine what happened over there at Oktoberfest. With all the teachers were drunk under the table, and that was the first time in my whole life that I blacked out. That was the only first time, only one. Yeah, I blacked out. I didn't know where I was the next morning.
Wow.
Oktoberfest. Fun.
I had quite a few blackouts that my wife vividly remembers, and I don't think she wants to see that again. I'm just gonna see if guys, if you guys have any questions for Kone or even myself, type it up. Okay, I'm not typing back, but I'm reading your comments.
Okay, I'm reading Tokyo Smith. He's saying I'm a polyglot. Yeah, you need to know a lot of language, right? If you want to travel around the world, you can't just rely on English or German or French. People won't understand you, right? You have to be more flexible. For me, it's easier to learn the language. Once you have German, it's easier to learn French and Spanish. Italian is almost very similar. For me, going to Holland, Netherlands, no problem, because 50% of the language is the same anyway to German. Dutch.
Is it safe to say these are all Latin-derived languages, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Once you learn one, it's easier to learn the other one.
I'm just going through my sheet. You know, having you as a guest, I feel I'm shaking. I just want to make sure I conduct this in a clean manner. So now let's get to talk about some of our YouTube journeys. So my next question to you would be, when and why did you start YouTube, and what is your plan with your channel for the next year, 2 years, and 3 years, and longer?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't even planning to do YouTube. My hobby is to take pictures.
Right.
I took like everywhere. I travel a lot, and I'm taking a lot of pictures for my Facebook. Actually, for my family in Austria, to let them know how we're doing here, because they can see it right away what I'm posting on Facebook. All my family around the world to see how beautiful it is and where I'm going. They can see all that, right?
Right.
But then I was thinking, I'm there already. Why don't I shoot some videos? Right? So then what happened is I got this for my birthday from my daughter.
Right.
This is a gimbal.
That's a nice gimbal, yeah.
This is a gimbal where you just hook up your cell phone. And it makes the video very stable. So yeah. So I was saying, okay, I have now the equipment to shoot really nice videos, stable videos. I might as well use it, right? And
why not?
This year, because of the quarantine and we're stuck here at home for so long, I've been almost 6 weeks at home. couldn't get out because of the quarantine, right?
Of course.
And the kids are like, oh my god, we want to go out a little bit. So my youngest one, she wanted to go hiking. Sure, why not? So I love to hike.
Yeah.
And this time I said, okay, let's walk with this around and shoot some videos, and let's see what we get, right? But shooting is not the problem. It's the editing part is the hard part. I had to spend, you can say, a couple of days just to figure out that software that I have here on my computer.
Yeah.
It's called Wondershare video editor, I think. Yeah, it's a very, very old program from 2000. I think it's 2008.
Oh wow.
Has minimal function, crashes on me all the time, but I figure it out and it does its job.
Which is
okay, I guess, because sometimes the blending, it doesn't work for me, right? I try to blend it over and you can still hear the sound or some weird sound in the background. It's not working out. Even I just did my episode 21. I tried to implement all those the shout out for all the channels that I support. It rendered it just fine, but the finished product, there's nothing there. It's just a black screen. I said, what the hell? I just wasted half an hour rendering that video, and it doesn't show. So I thought I did a mistake, right? And then I did render it again, another half hour, and no, it's not there. So
you gotta go back and redo it. I think anybody editing
now,
feels the same, right? When
I wanted to release my episode 21 tonight, but that is now pushed to tomorrow, I guess, until I figured out what's going on.
I was gonna say, so we're looking forward to your next episode. I was hoping that I could say it's gonna be released today, but I guess you're gonna make us wait another day to see a great episode. So I think a lot of us here are happy to wait. Your editing is rough. Learning to make sure you shoot enough bulk video to make a final cut. Absolutely.
That I agree absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go out and then I said, oh man, I don't have enough footage here, because you're not patient enough in the beginning. You're not patient. You just walk, shoot. Okay, that's enough. Let's go. No, that's not enough. You have to shoot at least 5 more times before you move on to the next destination. Just take an extra shot. Doesn't matter. You can afterward.
But have it with you. I think I learned that the hard way. When I started in the beginning, I rushed through it, and then exactly like what you're saying, when I'm sitting to edit, I don't have enough. Then I see myself going back and using a footage that I found it to be crappy, but I use it still because I don't have enough footage. So is it safe to say that it's a rookie mistake, or is that
yeah. And it also depends on your family. If you're walking around with your whole family, for sure they want to rush you, right?
Yeah.
If you're walking around with only one person, that's your youngest daughter, you take your time.
She has all the patience in the world. Before I forget, so you were doing photography, which then you said, okay, why don't I just do YouTube? And then you started your YouTube channel. Watching your videos, I hear that your daughter lends her voice a good chunk of each of your videos. So tell me, how did you get her to agree to do this?
Well, my voice sounded terrible in my first video, and my English wasn't that great. I mean, I have a accent, and she looked at the first video and she said, "No, we can't do that," and so she took over.
and by the way, she does a great job with her voicing. So
yeah, she knows that.
Very nice and clean. So but it's interesting when you go from your voice to her. It kind of gives a break, right? So the ambiance is good when you watch the video. You already mentioned the software that you use. That was going to be one of my questions. Now, do you want to tell me how much time goes behind each of your episode? Some do it in an hour, a day, two, but I know you tend to take a little bit more time. So walk me through your thinking
Uh,
process.
it depends on your footage, man. Like the Agnes Tea House, I had like so much footage that I want, and those footage were so awesome to use, right? So it took me like 3 or 4 hours to edit that one. The Elk Island video with the GoPro,
Yeah.
that was done in an hour, because most of the footage from the GoPro, for me, it was disappointing because I didn't know the settings, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I just went out and shot with it, but I didn't realize everything was over sharpened. It was all set to maximum sharpness. When I put it on the screen here, Alex said, "Oh, it looks like crap." But I only had the GoPro for a couple of days, right, to borrow. So I had to return it, and I had no other chance to go back to reshoot.
I guess you just needed more time to get familiarized with that camera.
Yeah. It depends how long you take. I mean, but maximum, it takes me about 3 to 4 hours per video. And then I have to wait for the voiceover
Yeah.
when she has time.
Yeah. Try getting a teenager to put away some time for stuff like that. But it's good that your kids are helping you, which I think is a great thing. We just marked the hour mark of the show, guys. So once again, anybody here, thank you. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, please do so. And like I said, get to know your peers. For Kone, as you can see, I have his YouTube name and Instagram handle. I know a lot of the regulars here have Instagram, so make sure you follow him. I happened to only find out about it today, and I made sure to quickly look him up and follow. I'm gonna go show you guys this one. Oh no, where is it?
There are some questions on the chat I'm reading right now.
Okay, and right now I'm showing you guys my handles for my Facebook. I do have a Facebook page with I think 1.8k followers, even though I'm not too active. Now in the last 2 weeks I've grown my Instagram. That's the least used for me, but I'm starting to use more. So if you guys have Instagram, please ensure you go follow all of us and show your support. And Kone, sorry, you said there is questions coming up, so let's see. Do you plan out the episode before shooting, or do you put it together after you see what you got? I think it's a great question from Loving Life Hitched Up, so go for it, sir.
I don't plan anything. I just say I have for the 3 national parks, I had 3 weeks time. So I go out there and I shoot whatever I can get. And then once I'm home, I am going to sort things out, and then I'm going to edit what I have. I don't plan anything. I just know I'm going to that place. I know it's awesome. Let's show you guys how awesome it is through editing. And that's how I'm coming up with.
Wow. Oh no! You know what? I was wrong. I was saying we're reaching the hour mark, but I just see the live feed. We're only 50 minutes in, but it's close. 10 minutes to an hour.
Not yet.
Let's go back to my sheet here. You even already answered how you got your kids involved. I think whatever I had it written here, I covered it. Now, do you mind if I play the 1 minute clip that you sent me, that I put it in on my page?
No, go ahead.
No.
It's just all those. You asked me to cut some together, and I just added all those clips from my future episodes, the places that I went. This will be coming all up, and even more because you only gave me 1 minute. So
perfect. So guys, I'm gonna take a minute to play it, and I didn't know till earlier today that the clips are his future shows. Maybe because I didn't pay attention to it, but I'll play it right now. make sure I don't goof this up. So Tokyo Mad Kone introduction video. So let's see. There you go, guys. So this is what he sent me, and I'm just gonna be quiet and let this clip play out. And just watching this, I'm really jealous because he's so close to all this.
Not really close. Waterton is 6 hours away.
Imagine if I were to try it. Took me 4 days. This is beautiful. This is the Valley of the Five Lakes, right?
No, this is further Falls, Waterton. And that is Mount Edith. Patricia Lake, one of my favorite lakes, Jasper. And that's the valley.
I think you're watching. Oh, so that's it. So Kone introduction video is done. So back to Kone now. Thank you for really sending me that. And I just want to say, I've been reaching out to quite a few people. If they want to join me on this, I call it show, whatever it is, a show. If anybody here, I don't know, I don't think I asked any of you here, but if you guys are interested, I will ask. You guys can do what Kone is doing. Come and join us. It could be for an hour, or you could spend the entire 2 hours talking about it. I will maybe message some of you guys and see if you're interested. And one thing I always tell everybody is don't feel bad saying no, because some feel like, oh my god, how do I say no? No, it's okay. It is what it is. Some are not comfortable being in front of a camera, and some are not ready. So if you are ready, come on board, because I think this is giving us some good visibility. Before I continue with Kone, can you give me 30 seconds? I want to do another quick shout out here. Kone, where's camera? So Kone, I'm just going to take you off for 30 seconds, okay? And let's go to did I add them? Kone. Oh no, you know what? No, I'm gonna bring you back, Kone, and then add them later. I forgot I had a shout out for Living Life Hitched Up, but I didn't get it ready on time because I wanted to make sure I get the permission. So maybe I'll do it on the next video. Next thing interesting, I have a feeling that it's gonna take most of the hour. Let's get into this famous conversation about whatever YouTube's been doing for the last 2 weeks, us losing subscribers, and some of these people, when they sub us, it doesn't count, sometimes it counts. The whole mess. Walk me through, because you and I think we've been chatting quite a bit about this. Tell me what you know.
I think that YouTube put a new algorithm into their system to scan all the comments and to see how people subscribe, because from their standpoint, a real subscriber watches a lot of videos before they even hit the subscribe button or even leave a comment, because that's the normal way for a real subscriber, right? When I watch you, even sometimes there might be a real one in there,
Yeah.
and you don't know. It's just an automatic system that put in place. But for me, I think the safe bet is just to, whoever subscribe, you just watch the video first before you hit the button. I mean, you hit the subscribe button, that's a red flag for YouTube to say, that must be a bot or sub exchange, because they know YouTube have all the information on their side.
Exactly. Hold on a second. What did I do here?
I don't know. You brought up Love Live Hitch up. Maybe they are your next guest.
Well, I don't know. I'll ask them because I know they do RVs too. But hold on one second. How did I screw up my camera? Where is my camera? Oh man, I still learning to deal with this. So my camera, I see media source, Kone. See, the struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. Try to figure this out. But I'll come back to talking more about the subscriber problem. We've been pretty vocal about it. We've done quite a few. I think we both went live just to talk about this whole mess. I think that at the peak I had 620 subscribers, and in the last week I lost so many, and I think I'm now up to 590. But every night I find this to be a trend where if I gain 10, maybe 2 of them are accounted for, and the rest are not, even though they are subscribed to us, unfortunately. So quick shout out to Living Life Hitched Up. I hope I didn't scroll this up. So let me go show you guys Living Life. So I'm just gonna say go up. Okay, and where is Kone? Okay, so here you go. This is another couple that does their crazy RV stuff. They travel all over the place in the US. They have some great content if you guys want to join and watch. Again, they're also featured on the on my main page. If you go, they're amongst the friends that I support. Pretty good content. Check them out. I think one of them mentioned that he has a drone that he got, so you may in the near future see some drone shots as well. So that's loving life hitched up. So check them out. So now let's get back to me and Kone. Okay, so we're back. Now I know you spend countless hours every day going through the videos of the folks that you support. You genuinely watch them. I know you mentioned that you do that when you're on the treadmill, and I spend quite a bit of time every day following people. So it's important to you, it's important to me. That's how we support our peers. What is your expectation from people that comes and subscribe to your channel?
I don't have any expectation. It's just watch a video or two, make up your mind. If you like it, subscribe. I mean, just hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. It's just not going to work for me because my count doesn't go up. If I subscribe back, their count doesn't go up either.
Yeah,
because that way it does. You have to be like a real subscriber to make the subscription count actually go up. And I actually did some experiment this week, and it's an eye opener.
Yeah. Do you want to expand more on what you think is going on right now, so that the viewers are aware of it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm getting comments on my awesome video. Subscribe back. visit my house. Yeah, as soon I reply, the algorithm will connect us two account together and remove the account. So you lose one subscriber, I lose one subscriber.
Yeah. So that's why you alluded earlier to the fact that take the time and if you browse through somebody's channel, we all have lengthy episodes, but we also have very short videos. So, I know your intentions are genuine when somebody's watching our videos and you want to subscribe, but unfortunately, because of what's going on, we ask that you take the time, browse, watch a video or two before you actually hit the subscribe button. I personally don't care if you comment on it, but I prefer that you don't comment, subscribe, and then maybe come back and watch us, because the hope is you don't just subscribe and disappear, right?
You can comment. What I found out, you can comment, but not like you comment right away. No real subscriber does that. You comment a day after or 2 days after. You can leave a comment after that.
Exactly. Just be real.
Just watch the video. Yeah, just watch the video and then you'll get right. And a normal person would not leave a comment. That's a red flag for YouTube.
Exactly.
So if you leave a comment, get a red flag, I'm losing this sub, and you probably losing a sub too once I subscribe to you. But what I've been testing recently that really works for me is when I message the person that I want to subscribe to, saying that I actually watch their videos, I like their channels, but if I subscribe and leave a comment, their subscription will not count of this new system. So I left them a message saying, hey, I watched 4 or 5 videos of you already. I'm not going to leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. And I'm also not going to subscribe right away, but I will subscribe in a day or two. And this is how it will work. And actually, my subscription count went exactly that amount that I contacted those person. So I sent out 4 messages out, and I got 4 subscription back. My count went up. I'm now at 137, right? It worked that way.
Last time when I checked you, I think you were at 137. So I just hope that number just keeps going up and not the other way around.
I see lots of people subscribing to my channel. Those notifications.
Yeah.
But my count doesn't go up. Never.
You know what?
The count that went up today is not from comments or not from what is the notification. It just showed up.
I can't hear you. Did I lose you? No, I can still see your video, but I lost the last part. Okay, no, we're good now.
I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I think I lost a tiny bit towards the end. But you know what? You're right. In the last 4 hours, last 4 or 5 hours, if I look through my comments and subscriptions, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people commenting and subscribing. My count did not go up. My count actually went down. I think I was at 591 and I'm showing at 590. So it's unfortunate. I don't know if I'm sure everybody here have good intentions, right? But
another test I did last night.
Yeah.
Is I went to a live stream for a sub. So I was testing out. Let's say I sub to 4 people and they sub back to me, right? I can see that they sub back to me, but my count never ever went up a single digit.
That's sad.
On their side, they say they subbed me, and you can see that my count went up. But on my side, it never went up at all. So that sub for sub doesn't work at all anymore here.
I think the game is simple. Go, be real, watch a full video or 2. be a normal person, like you mentioned. Take yourself as a regular YouTuber watching a video. I think that's the key here. Um,
Just find people that just find people that you support, you like their channel, and you connect to them. They connect back to you. I think that's the only one. It's the only way.
yeah, we just have to be real. I want to drift away a little bit and ask you a question. I'm sure you keep track of your stats on your channel. Out of all the episodes that you've put out, tell me which one is your hit to date.
That's the Lake Agnes tea house.
Bingo. Okay. Do you remember how many views you had?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Do you remember how many views you have on it now?
I know how many views I have on that video. It's 701 right now.
Wow, that's good.
So
I'm sure you're
about
getting the
2 weeks, right? I released it 2 weeks ago, and I have 701 views on it. And this is also the best video that I made up to date. Quality-wise.
yeah.
And also because the title is very important, Lake Louise. Everybody's looking that name up in the search engine, right?
Yes.
That's why Lake Louise Agnes Tea House, the most views are not from subscriber. The most views I got is from non-subscriber, from people who looked up that name, Lake Louise Agnes Tea House.
So you're making sure to use keywords that comes up during searches.
Yes.
That's important, right? And I know you mentioned that I have quite a few videos where the title does not do justice. So
yes, because people won't type this title in to look for it, right? They just type in the keyword, and if your video pops up, you're good to go.
So it's you spend 4 or 5 hours editing, and if you have poor title, that defeats the purpose, right?
And not only poor title, your thumbnail is very important too, because once they look up your title, there's like 10 different videos on there with the same title, but your thumbnail has to stand out for them to click on it.
Exactly.
All right. That Agnes Tea House, the thumbnail, I think that stood out. Me standing on the rock with Lake Louise in the background. That's an awesome thumbnail.
I think I said this toward the end of the last show. If I were to define you for the length of time that I know you, I'm gonna define you on Lake Louise, right at that rock, looking, and then you slowly disappearing. I think that's at least in my opinion, one of your best editing skills, or I haven't seen anyone else do something like that. So I definitely appreciate your effort, and the way you put out that content is really good. And I remember showing my brother-in-law that video not too long ago. Usually he enjoys watching these short videos, but something in him that day, he let that video play longer than I've seen him play any other video. So already there, it tells me that there is a good attraction with the way you did it. So
I also got when I look at the analytics, I am almost getting 50 views out of the video. So yeah, people watching it. So as long as you're doing something interesting and you're putting some footage, people are going to watch it. Don't only depend on your subscriber, right? But actually drives the channel. So
yeah,
if you do it great, people will watch it.
I find that in my case, I think I have 590 subscribers, but that doesn't mean that if I put a video, I get 500 views. If you go through my channel, barely any of them breaks out of the 100 mark, even though I have that many subscribers. So you completely agree with you that you put a good content, put a good title, so that it works outside of your subscriber base. That's That's important, right? That's how you drive your viewers
Yeah.
to you. Next thing I want to ask you is promoting your videos, right? I know you openly publish your stuff on your Facebook. What else do you do to promote viewership?
If a video is really, really good, I put it on Reddit. That's a social platform. You just Google Reddit, and then you know what I'm talking about. It's lots of news channels are on there.
Yeah.
So when I go to Reddit, subreddit Alberta, or subreddit Edmonton, or even subreddit Banff, all those news channels out there, like CBC, you know. Who else? Which other? Some of the
CBC,
newspapers are all.
Toronto Star.
Yeah, they are CTV. They are all on those subreddits, and they're always posting their news over there, and a lot of people posting about their journey, their travels in that particular region. And a lot of people just go to that channel, to that subreddit, to read about, let's say, Banff. I just go there, oh, okay, somebody posted something about Banff, so I watch it. I got almost, for Banff, I almost got 300 views from Reddit.
Wow. And I'm sure you can see how many subscribers you gain out of that video, right? In the analytics.
Yeah, not too many, because those real subscriber.
Yeah.
I call them real because they don't have any create anything. They won't subscribe. Usually, out of 1,000 views, out of 1,000 people, only one will subscribe to you. That's the normal calculation that YouTube has.
Right.
And if I have 200, I won't count any subscription from there.
And
but through all my videos, I have 15 subscription from this YouTube search. So people were looking up my content, and they liked it, and they subscribed. I have 15 people out of my whole subscription there.
Wow, that's still a very good number, and it's only been 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Next question I want to ask you is
2.5.
Oh, so Kone, thanks again for the great content. I have to go now. I'll be back at it. Watch the rest later. Thanks and have a great day. Hey, Tokyo Smith, thanks for spending your morning with us. It's really appreciated. Have yourself a great weekend, and enjoy your day.
Have a good weekend, Tokyo Smith.
I hope you don't work on the weekend.
Get a bowl of ramen for me, okay?
So with your YouTube channel, we all want to have it monetized. I'm sure that's something that runs in our mind. What is your goal, or what's your target? What do you plan on achieving in the next, I don't know, year or two? What's your goal?
To be honest, I don't have a real goal here. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, it's fine. If not, it's just a hobby. It's just a way to get out of the house.
Right.
To see this beautiful province, and maybe next year to travel to British Columbia and visit all those sites. Because if you don't have a reason, you don't go, right?
Exactly. Talking about this, I was going to ask, or one of the questions that I ask is if COVID-19 disappeared and international traveling opens up, what is your next international travel?
My next international travel, I actually was planning to go to, my plan was to go to the Olympics 2020 to Tokyo.
Oh.
Because that's my 20th anniversary, wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And I was planning that. Kyoto, Tokyo, 2020 Olympics. That was my plan. That fell through, and supposedly this year in May, I was supposed to go on a cruise on the Harmony of the Sea, the largest cruise ship in the world.
Yeah.
7 nights Eastern Caribbean. That was cancelled.
That's
And I don't know. I mean, with this virus going around, I don't make any plans.
yeah,
If
unfortunately.
we have to, if we have the vaccine, if we have the vaccine and it works and everything opens up, probably my next stop would be Singapore and Malaysia.
Ooh,
Probably Hong Kong in between,
beautiful places.
because my wife haven't gone back to Malaysia now for 26 years.
That's a very long time.
So I wanted her to go back, right? And I wanted to eat some fruits, durian, rambutan, all those exotic fruits that you can get here. And I also wanted to meet this Paksik.
I was gonna say, Paksik keeps putting some great cooking video for us to watch and starve.
If I go there, I'm going to visit his what is it? He has a fruit farm, right? Lots of fruits on his farm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, watching his stuff is just, oh my god, him, and then there's Vala's classic. Man, I'm like, and I think I picked the wrong time to play their videos, and I honestly, you think I'm going crazy, but just thinking about it now, my stomach is growling. Like, I'm hungry. The guy does some crazy stuff. Whatever I had written down formally here, I think we went through it. If there's anything in particular that you wanna open up about, I'm happy to listen, but I don't have anything formal to ask. So I think you already mentioned your next project. I think that's right behind you, and you have more episodes to edit. What else I was going to talk to you about? Let me just make sure I covered it all. Hey, weight loss journey. I don't think I talked about that. So,
Yeah, when I started, did you know that I was the fastest guy in the whole school in the 100-meter dash?
no.
I ran 100 meter. I ran 100 meter in 10.1 seconds in high school.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And I had two options. Grade 10, you had to choose computer and science or sport.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
sorry to interrupt you, but can you turn on your beautiful background? Because right now I think it went to sleep on you.
I guess it did.
Thank you. Because it's a pleasure watching that.
Yeah.
So
my
one
sports,
second,
my
Kone.
sports teacher.
So we got a guest here, the Guzman channel. She is currently in Singapore, so you know what that means. We got we have a link in Singapore for you now, and for all of us here.
Oh, I have relatives in Singapore.
So, the Guzman, he's gonna just pay you a visit. We have Arvin Vlogs. Thank you for joining, sir. Kone. So Arvin Vlogs is another local vlogger. I say local because he's in Toronto, so not too far.
Okay.
He's another local traveler. He takes a lot of videos from, obviously local travels. I think the last two that he put out were in Montreal. So very good photography skills combined with some nice, storytelling of what he's doing. I'm sure when you get a chance, you can check out his channel. And same thing for Arvin Vlogs. On my main page on the right hand side, I put channels of all the folks, and today I have with me Kone. So when you get a chance, both of you actually, even De Guzman, check out Kone's channel, check out his content, all about traveling and some great editing work. And as you can see at the bottom, I have his Instagram handle. For any of you that has Instagram, Facebook, look us up, follow us. I always say this, it's free to support one another, so kindly do it. And Arvin Vlogs, just want to let you know, October 3rd, I think that's the next Friday, I'm gonna have a Filipino guest on my show, so I just hope that you can tune in, and I'm gonna ask your peers to help us out with that. Sorry, Kon. So back to you now. I forgot where I interrupted you. So
No, I had choice to go the sport route or the computer, and I choose computer because at that time I was thinking computer is it's the future and it will bring you money, and you never 100% sure what you can do with being a runner, right?
Right. And we have Mr. Logan TV dropping back again. Comment. Thank you for dropping. Sorry, go ahead. So, computer science, and I know you mentioned you worked a number of years before.
Well, yeah, I mean, the year 2000 as a computer technician, and no, actually further than that. When I came to Canada, my first job was working for Hewlett Packard at the help desk, and they only paid $10 an hour here. $10 an hour. So I went to night school and learned to become a machinist. I got an apprenticeship, and I did the apprenticeship for 4 years here in Edmonton.
That's a tough field, because I know my.
Yes, it is, because coming from using only your hands and typing away on your computer to using a hammer and all those sharp tools, dangerous tools.
Yeah.
It's a totally different experience, and it's super hard when you're switching over from one field to the other. When you never had used a drill before or a hammer, yeah, that's pretty hard.
That can be quite challenging.
But you know what? Knowing me, I can do whatever I set my mind to. And I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah. Oh, that's the award. Tell me about it.
That's my top machinist award for the Skills Canada. Out of 500 machinists, I took the top award.
Wow.
So coming from a computer field, going into a mechanical, using your hand skills, yeah, that was quite a challenge, but I did it.
And I think you said it right. You put your mind, and then you just get it done. All right. So interesting conversation that's going on. My guest here is Kone. I see 3 watching currently. So anyone that's not part of our channel, make sure you subscribe to mine, and then go check out Kone's channel. If you have Instagram, Facebook, look us up. I have Kone's.
Just don't hit the subscribe button before you watch the video, and then we're good.
Make sure you spend some time, browse through, watch some videos, and then hit that subscribe button, because we all know what happens. And just to show you guys, I'm gonna Kone background. So here is my handle for Instagram and Facebook. I would appreciate a like, and obviously a follow request on Instagram, and I'm pretty quick to follow you guys back. So definitely appreciate anyone taking their time to do that. All right, so we are, let's see here. Wow, can you believe that every show I always get amazed as to how I managed to go on for an hour and a half almost here. I don't have really anything specific right now, Kone. I think we had a pretty good chat. um,
Oh yeah.
hopefully, like I said, for me, this is how I feel. Any small view, any small connection that I make on the long run, it helps. So I really hope that people that were dropping in, dropping out will eventually take their time to connect with one another if they are not. So I'll update the description later on. You guys are more than happy to um, drop in. um, so I finally convinced my wife to come on the show for Monday, even though she will not show her face. I told her, you're gonna come on the show, don't show your face, but she's gonna walk me through our trip to Iceland, because the planning from her was really good. We had a great time. So uh, yeah, so she's gonna voice herself on Monday and go over it, and hopefully by then I'll have a video made so that I can entertain the viewers when that happens. And on Wednesday, sorry, go ahead.
We saw her face already on all those videos. Why not show her face?
She does not want to be sitting in front of a camera. She's like, oh, that's so weird to sit on a camera for almost 2 hours. I'm like, what's there to be weird? You're just chatting and there's people actually watching you. So uh, I don't know what.
Just put one in the corner.
I was even thinking, I want to say, you know what, come sit next to me. You won't see, you won't be on camera, and then somehow hide the broadcast and then show her face. But I feel bad. I don't want to.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You shouldn't force people.
Exactly. So, so Monday would be hopefully an interesting conversation about Iceland, and then next. Before I say Wednesday, yeah, I think it's next Wednesday is a I call him a young kid, but he's not young. Well, he is young compared to me. Good motivational speaker. I think he's trying to be like a career counselor right now. Always positive. Wakes up happy, and he wants to encourage people to achieve their maximum potential. Truly Bobby. So he's going to be my guest for Wednesday. And then on Friday, I have my Filipino guest. Well, I say Filipino. He lives here, but he was born and raised in the Philippines. He's going to join me for a 2-hour conversation, and hopefully there will be engagement from our peers from the Philippines. So that's the goal for next week in terms of this show. I see 5 folks here. If you're just dropping in to see what's going on, I have Kone here with me that I'm interviewing and chit-chatting.
So I'm just reading Mr. Logan's TV comment. Thanks, Mr. Logan.
I definitely feel Kone. I can relate to you from a very close distance. Travel in life, maybe someone who can agree in many ways. Yes, absolutely. Shortly, but going last words. I believe hit me quick. Summarized your almost 3-hour discussion in 3 minutes. Yes, well, we've been at it for the last hour and a half now, and I'm sure we can go on even more. I think we touch a very interesting topic on everybody's journey on YouTube. Some grow fast, some are slow.
Well, see, what I'm seeing is whatever you take on, you have to finish it. Just try it. Just what's the word? Just give it 100%, 110%.
Exactly.
And you have success. You will have success. It just takes time.
And you have to be patient too, right? Sometimes I find myself
never give up. Yeah.
I'm so eager. I'm so like, I want it now means I want it now, but then I lose the focus and forget that this is a long-term goal. It's not short-term. This is going to be continuing for the foreseeable future and beyond, right? So yeah, I find it good to have folks like you where we can talk to each other and motivate and support each other. I think that's important. And I still think the intro that I did is okay. My wife really likes it, and I got some good comments. I reached out to my brother who had made a logo of his own. So When I
Thanks for Mr. Logan to subscribe to my channel. I hope you watched the video first before you did it, because my account will not go up.
or else the account
Let's check.
will be revoked. So I lost my thought. Anyways, as peers, I think we help each other, we support each other, and sometimes you may think it's very small, but that goes a long way. I think for me, the way I turned out to how I was running my channel for the last 2 years versus this last 2 months, that changes after I met you and I started chatting with how you were doing things. So I don't know if you remember, I think I said this last time, we both talked about doing live and we said, oh no, how crazy of an idea that is. And I can comfortably tell you right now that I am quite comfortable doing this, and I think you have that same sense, if I'm not wrong, right?
2 months ago, I would have never done this, to tell you the truth, because I'm I don't know, I don't like speaking in front of people.
Yeah.
Right? But I guess we're getting used to it. Or speaking to a camera, right? When you walk around filming stuff, I don't know, should I talk now? People are walking by, they look at you.
Exactly.
It feels weird, right? And now I'm just walking around talking to the camera, they look at me, who cares?
Yeah. See,
but the one thing I'm still don't feel comfortable is going into a store like Costco or whatever and start filming there. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with that idea. I try so hard, but then it turns out I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this. I don't have the strength or the courage to do it.
If I have a tiny GoPro, yeah, I might walk secretly in there and film.
I said this in the past. So what I do is I have a strap that goes. I put it in it's like a belt kind of thing, right? And then I leave it on, and then I just casually walk around. So people, you can tell if you stare at me long enough that there's a red light flashing and there's a camera. If not, I just walk around. I film it. It's quite good to capture your voice too, but holding it like that and say, "Hey guys, look around," I think it will take me years before I get that comfort.
That's why when I watched Athis Amazon Fresh video, I said, "Wow, you guys walk around with that GoPro in your hand and filming around, and people, you don't have a care in the world, just vlogging away."
Yeah, and further conversation with the couple, they're like, "Oh, we're in California. Tell me a person that does not have a YouTube channel." I'm like, "Well, I don't know that." So it's if you're in California, get a YouTube channel, get your vlog going. So I still don't see too many people here walking around with cameras and vlogging. But nowadays, after I started doing this, I can tell. I'm like, I'll point out to my wife, "Look, that must be a YouTuber. Look how passionate." Or I look at their gear, I'm like, "That must be a YouTuber," right?
That's what I'm hearing recently. Oh, a YouTuber. And I look, where? Oh, it's me.
Man, 3 years ago, I don't know if I wanted to put myself in this position and do it, but like you said, you don't give up and you continue, and you can only expect the best out of all this. I'm seeing four folks. I can't see who they are, unfortunately. It's not showing up in my participant list. Thank you for dropping by. If you haven't done it, please give us a thumbs up. I have Kone with me. You got all his information in the bottom. It is free to follow and support, so I hope you guys can do that. He's a big traveler. We've been yakking away for the last almost an hour and 35 minutes now, so interesting conversation that going on here. So I think I'm done, Cool. I don't know what else I can say. And when I see people coming in, I feel excited. I'm like, oh man, we should go. There's 4 people watching. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm sure you don't want to people don't want to stare at our face and not.
Well, I mean, I can switch it around. What's your next plan, Mr. Travel and Life?
Ooh.
I've seen no videos released from you yet.
So good question, and thanks for bringing it up. Tomorrow I'll go to Park. We were supposed to go last week. We kind of delayed it because the leaves color were not where we wanted it to be. But this weekend it looks absolutely beautiful. So we're leaving tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp. It's about a 3.5 hour drive. Knock on wood, I can fly my drone, get some good footage, and there's a very good hike. I think it's a 5-kilometer loop. We're gonna do that. Come back. Sounds crazy. I don't think I can get the edit finished right away, but I'm gonna try.
No, don't. Just get the footage. Just get the colors of the leaves. Take tons of footage. Even the same one of them will work.
Exactly. I'm taking my famous gears, my camcorder, my GoPro is coming with me, and my drone. So I should have quite a bit of footage to play around with.
A question for you.
Yes.
You using a gimbal for your GoPro, or you just holding it on a stick?
No. So I either hold it in a stick, or I have this thick handle that comes with it. So I do both. I like the stick because you can expand it and then do the shoot. But it's pretty. You saw it, right? It's very crisp when you use both. As far as my gimbal is concerned, I even bought on Amazon. You can buy there's a piece that you can connect to your gimbal, and then use your GoPro on the gimbal. I even have that, but I never made use of it. But
Mr. Logan TV has a question for me.
All right.
How did you feel when you received the award in the mechanical field? How did I feel? On the top of the world, man. Coming from the computer field and going into a different field, and coming on top of all those guys who did this all their life, right? And beating them out in their field. That was the best feeling in my life. This, I have it forever. It's like my Oscar.
Hey, that's a great achievement. You should be extremely proud of it. Talking about gears, I wanted to I was gonna ask you, but no. Anyways, I don't have the piece with me, but it's
What? Gears?
Sorry.
You said about gears or something.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a moment. Wait. You asked me about the weight loss journey, right?
Yes. I'm sorry.
We haven't talked about that. The other reason for me about hiking so much is I want to lose weight, and actually I have been losing weight because of I started to walk every day. Keep it up. I was overweight my whole life. Started from when I switched from sport into the computer field, where you sit like 10 hours, 12 hours in front of the computer.
Right.
And I didn't move much. And that's how I gained weight over time. And losing weight was always a challenge, and I could never get it done because the hunger is real.
Yeah.
Right? So even the doctor, right? You're getting old, the doctor says, hey, you have to lose weight. You can't go on like this because health issue wise, you need to lose weight. And they tried to send me to what is this? Those dietitian. What's the name for it? Yeah. And I don't like to change the way I eat, right? I like my meat.
Some things are hard to give up.
So when was that? 2017 or 2018? No, 2018. June 2018, somebody gave me a fitness tracker. It's not a Fitbit. A Fitbit costs over $100. This is just a $20 device, $25. It tracks your steps, it sleep pattern, also your heartbeat, and it also receives messages from your phone. So if you text me, I get it on my wristband.
You said $20 for that?
20 USD, yeah, $25 Canadian.
And you know what? You can't go wrong with $20. So if you still have the link, let me know. We'll put it in the description because.
Yeah, it's a Chinese brand, right? Xiaomi Mi Band 4 I have, but the newest one is Mi Band 5. Mi Band 4, this one that I'm having right now, has been sold almost 200 million times. So that's the best. This is the best seller in the world right now. Not readily available here in North America, but all around the world, everybody's using this one.
So how did you? So what? You just bought it online and then they ship it to your house?
No. I got it as a gift when I went to Austria in 2018. We had a good friend of mine. She joined us on our trip in Austria, and she bought some from Hong Kong.
So you're lucky.
So at first I said, what is this? I mean, okay, it looks like a nice watch. I put it on. Okay, it tracks your step. Okay, and then I realized, wait a moment. Okay, today I did 1,000. Maybe I should do a couple more tomorrow, right? And I keep going like that. Every day I increase the step, and people. The doctor says 8,000 steps is a healthy step count for you every day. And my step count was maybe 1,200, 1,500 every day. You go work, you go home, you sit on your couch watching TV, eating your snacks, and I had 1,500 steps on that counter. And the doctor's telling you need 8,000 steps for a healthy lifestyle. So, oh crap. So it was painful in the beginning, right? Okay, let's walk a little bit more here and there. But you know what? Once I reached that goal of 8,000 steps, right? It became easier and easier because over time, right? Let's say it was like 6 or 8 weeks, I lost weight, 1 to 2 pounds. So you don't carry that weight with you anymore, right? So you could even walk even further. So then I made it a habit at work. Coffee break. No, not sitting down, just walking around the shop, right? And then I had people following me too, walking around the shop. We have like a little gang now walking around the shop at coffee break. After lunch, walking around. So those coffee breaks gives me at least 4,000 steps alone every day.
That's a lot of steps.
Right? And then, you know what? It became easier and easier. When I was at my machine waiting for the parts to finish, it's before I would just sit there and wait for the part, right? Now I'm just pacing back and forth between my machines.
Yeah.
This way, I'm getting 16,000 steps a day.
16,000, wow.
16,000 steps. Slowly walking, not fast. You don't want to wear yourself out, right? So at the end of the day, last year, I got 25,000 steps from work already. 25,000 steps. And then I said, okay, let's increase that after lunch. After dinner, when it's summertime, going out for a walk close to the lake here, getting another 10,000 steps. Or if it's cold out there, go on the treadmill. I'm getting 15,000, 20,000. And my record is 50,000 steps, which is about 42 kilometer walking distance.
That's probably a hike, right?
In a day. That's a marathon, man. 42 kilometer. To the bedtime, I had 50,000 steps.
That's crazy.
And if you ask me how many steps I have now accumulated over the last 2 years, I keep track of it. There's an app on the phone. It keeps track how many steps you made. I have now over 12 million steps, or 7,352 kilometer up to date. So I walked to Vancouver. I walked to Vancouver from Edmonton here and walk to Toronto
Yeah. And this is all
in
without.
in about 2 years, right? In about 2 years time. And
That's
you ask me
crazy.
how much, how many pounds did I lose slowly? I say slowly. That's the healthy way, right? I
Yeah.
lost over 30 pounds in the last 2 years.
I should have asked you for a picture before your weight loss and do a comparison.
Well, you have my Facebook, right?
Yes.
You can go back and see how fat I was.
Now you got me curious now, Mr. Cone. But you know what? Every show somehow we end up talking about weight loss and being healthier. You can have all the dreams in the world, you can want everything in the world, and you know your YouTube channel can do awesome, but then if you're not healthy, and it defeats the purpose. So health should
No,
be.
see, the thing is, I lost that much weight, right? But I didn't change my diet at all.
And these are small, like, I personally think walking is the best way to lose weight. When I lost weight, it's the same thing. If I try to cheat, you very quickly put those back on. But if you're consistently walking and you're moving around, I think that helps. I think Mr. Logan's
Excuse me?
been saying quite a few things. Cone, I remember a similar device being pitched on a Shark Tank in Australia about 9 years ago. Don't you guys think it would be nice if this live can also have a mic option for other audience to? I used to think, but
I
you're
don't know
now.
if that's possible.
But
About the audience
imagine.
mic option.
Okay, so right now I consider our stream to be maximum, I think 10, 12, 15 people at most, but there are people that are running live stream with 30, 40 people, right? So unless there's a clean way of muting and unmuting, it can become a disaster. If you ask me, think about a video conference call with 10 people, and how messy it gets at times.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, I'm sure live stream will improve over time. Everybody keeps talking about how prevalent it's becoming. I was always a fan of live stream compared to regular either, but God knows what other features they'll bring. And just to give you an idea, I was on a live stream earlier where, man, people are paying him as he talks, and I didn't count the dollar amount that he's getting, but as he's talking, there's people giving him money. So I don't know. That's when the host yes, but that's when the host has the admin control. Yeah, but the problem is, let's say you go live and you have a very specific topic that you want to deliver. In this case, take us as an example, right? I am chatting with Kone. Kone is the star of the show. But if I have multiple people barging in, even if I have a clean way of doing it, I don't know if what I want to get out of Kone can happen. If 10 people ask questions and Kone is busy responding to all, what does that do to me, right? So again, God knows how they will change things around, but live is definitely doing. Yeah, I mean, it's only getting better. That's all I can say. I don't know if you have anything to add, Cone, but that's just my 2 cents.
I have no clue how you did that podcast here, so that's not my field. I just create stuff.
Yeah.
Out of metal or out of footage.
Content creators, period. And like I said, this thing takes a lot of your time, especially if you're preparing. Like I wanted to do a slideshow of your pictures today, but guess what? With the limited time that I had, I couldn't get something done, and finding a music and all that was a challenge. So I'm like, I'm not going to bother. But if you want to deliver good content that people truly enjoy, it's a lot of work. on top of your regular editing that you have to do, because
Of course, man. If you don't put any effort in, then you expect people to like it. Yeah,
that's
it's not going to happen. You have 30 million other creators on this channel. You're competing with all of them.
did you say 30 million creators?
You have 30 million channels on YouTube. 30 million.
We're a little drop in the ocean then, trying to
Out. Okay, there are 5 billion views every day, and 30 million channels are looking for those views. So
a lot of people competing for your time, and your content
That's
better
right.
be good. Kone, I see you at 238, and I remember you mentioned you thanked Logan, so hopefully that sticks around for you.
Well, if he did it the right way, then it should stay.
I see Arthi is at 114, and another guy that I just wish something happens for him is Otto Dumond. I don't know if you had a chance to see his last release, Cone. Boy, I thought it was nicely done.
For Otto Dumont, I start at the beginning. I told him that already. I'm gonna watch his videos from the beginning.
Oh,
So I'm not even up to the episodes that he released yet. So I'm not want to spoil it. I just watch from the beginning. The first episode with that edge. What is that? Edge of the end of the world. What is that? The edge of the world or something like that. His first episode. That was amazing.
that's the.
I wanted to.
Sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to ask him about the soundtrack he put on there. That was an epic soundtrack. I want that soundtrack, but he never put it in his description. Who is the composer?
Really, eh? See, I think then I already made a mistake, because I saw the last one that released and the one before it, and I'm going the reverse. Maybe I should stop and come back and do what you're doing.
I did his episode 1 and 2, and I probably doing episode 3 and 4 later on. I want to, he made these episodes for you to experience, right? You're not going backwards from episode 10 to episode 1. So that's what I did for his channel. So if you ask me about his latest release, no, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but damn, it was excellent, excellent delivery. I like how we. Some people, I would be scared if I was him. Oh my god, my English is not that great. I even now I say it's not that great, but I think he took the time, went in front of the camera, rehearsed what he has to, it came out really good. I don't know if he's been doing that from the first episode or not, but I like the intro. So Cone, I overall, I think amazing conversation. I don't know if you can believe it's an hour and 53 minutes of us being.
I can see it because I have my laptop in front of me.
So it's incredible how fast.
I can see I can see the live chat. So it's just 20. The live feed is just 20 seconds behind, but I can see what people are typing.
Oh wait, so Mr. Logan says he has a very interesting style. Yeah, I kind of like his French and English mix there. It's kind of attractive. I don't know if it pleases everybody, but they have good views. So I just hope his channel blows up at some point.
Oh, he has good views. I can see that he has a lot of views for his videos.
Excellent views, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because his what is it? The content he's giving out is excellent. It has lots of information, and be honest, none of us would travel to those countries.
Absolutely, you're right. I told that to my wife. That's not a destination you won't see a typical YouTuber do that. So, in that sense, very unique.
Right. If I have my show in North Korea, I would have 1 million views.
Read the comment. So Mr. Logan says he never interacted this much with any of his previous guests. Hey, Logan, keep in mind, this is my fifth guest. No, fifth or fourth. This is my fourth guest. So,
Mr. Logan, you know why? Because him and me, we actually connect each day. We always discussing stuff behind the scene, how to come up with ideas to grow our YouTube channel. So yeah, there's more to this than this podcast. We actually chatting every day, each day.
yeah, sometimes
He's
we're
actually a good friend now.
non-stop talking about.
And sometimes I'm typing like a question, and for me it's like 11 p.m. but for him it's like 1 a.m. in the morning, and he's still replying it back to me. I said, "Man, when are you going to sleep?"
That's true. I sometimes feel like I talk to you late at night before I go to bed, and then first thing I get up and we do the usual update on the subscriber story. It's hilarious. Um, wow, an hour and 56 minutes, and I bet you any money, there's gonna be more guests coming in, and I'm gonna feel pumped to continue. But just a reminder, guys, for those who are joining in, thank you. If you haven't given a thumbs up, please do so. Check out our handle names, Instagram, Facebook. Find us, like us, subscribe to our channel, watch some videos before you do. Monday's guest is my wife. We're gonna take, I don't think it's gonna be more than an hour, where we're gonna really take the time to talk to you guys about what we did in Iceland. I'll have some old footages which I'm gonna download and re-edit them, make it nice. And Wednesday I have a guest, a motivational speaker, a traveler, and Friday is my first Filipino guest, who's gonna come and interact with us. He used to be my former colleague. So,
Nathan, just an interruption. What you and your wife did in Iceland is too much information for us.
Oh. I think you watched it, right? We did the whole freaking country, like, but the challenge with me is it's gonna be how to nicely present it. That's gonna be a challenge. So, unfortunately, I have to drive this with her in a way that we don't go all over the place. So my hope is start at the airport, 2 kids, car rental. Did you start your trip east or west? Why did you pick east? All this craziness.
And why Iceland?
Why Iceland? Because I want to relive the trip of Iceland with everybody. Because out of all the trips...
No. I mean, why did you guys choose Iceland out of all countries?
Because we both loved that trip. We talk about it to this day. Even though, European trip last year was great, we're stuck with Iceland. I think Iceland is a place that I can go back. And when I say go back, we always say, I'm going to go back to Austria. I'm going to go back to Maldives. Actually, no, Maldives, I do want to go back. But Iceland, I feel like, oh my God, especially that I started doing these waterfalls. I'm like, Iceland is glory. Like everywhere you go, there's some beautiful waterfalls. So I'm hoping that with her walking us through, we'll relive the glory of 2 years ago. Anyone joining, thank you. Appreciate the support. Please don't forget to give us thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Me and Kone, we've been yakking away for it's gonna be over an hour very shortly. So
2 hours.
Yeah, I can't believe how I think you're the first one where I do the full 2 hours, and I kind of knew this would happen. And you know what? That's pretty good. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up, guys. Please check out our channel. On my main page, I have all the links, and I'll update the description later on. I don't know. I think I'm done, Kone. If you want to add anything, go for it.
No, not much. I mean, just keep it up, guys. Create some good stuff for us to watch. And I'm doing the same over here. This is how we support each other. And let's grow together.
Awesome. I like how you finished that.
You know what? if you become, if you have 1 million subscriber, hey, send some over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this is free. We don't pay, and you have good content, so I don't see why not. And it applies to everybody, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I think tonight was a great success. Anybody that's came here, hung out with us for a while, or some of you guys pretty much stayed the whole episode, we appreciate it. You know, and when I say I appreciate this, we do appreciate it, because it makes you feel good and it makes you want to strive to get different people talk about various different things. So thank you, and I wish you all a great night, and have a safe weekend. And Kone, sir, 2 hours, a lot of time
All
out
right.
of your busy schedule where you edit videos. I sincerely appreciate you spending the 2 hours with me.
Okay. Just reading Mr. Logan's TV. Thanks for all the comments.
Yeah, it was great chatting too.
Yeah. Good that we have something to talk about, and thanks for all the good comments, and for all the people who's watching after this. Watch my videos and then subscribe, okay?
Awesome. Same thing goes for me. Watch my videos and then subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
All right. Good night.
Cheers.